This is the all-new Golf Mark 8. They've been producing Golf for the past 45 years and they have sold 35 million cars worldwide. So they've got to be doing something right. With the new Golf, we have 4 different trims: Golf, Life, Style, which I have with me today, and R-Line for a bit of more sportish look. Well, let's hop in and see what the new Golf is all about. So let's launch this wild animal, shall we? I've got my magic box from Race Logic. Very good. We are in sport mode. The gearbox is in a sport setting. We are a little bit uphill, but nevertheless, let's give it a go. So foot on the brake, foot on the throttle. Let's warm it up and off we go. Come on, Golf. Show me what you've got. Keep pushing. Boom. 892, not bad. 150 horsepower, not bad. Of course, I'm greedy to have a faster car, but this is pretty good. Obviously, it's also down to the driver. I'm not gonna comment on that. A mixture of petrol and diesel engines available with the new Golf. What I've got with me today is a brand new engine, 1.5 ETSI. E stands for mild hybrid. This is a petrol engine that pumps 150 horsepower and it's got a small electric motor fitted to it. That essentially saves you money, because what happens is when you're going relatively slow, the system tells you foot off the accelerator. Very German, very strict. I have initially thought it's actually telling me off for going a little bit too fast, but no. What happens then? The engine gets completely cut off whilst the car tries to recuperate lost energy, and you're just essentially cruising without any engine engagement whatsoever. You're not using any petrol. You put your foot down again, and boom, you're back on that horse again. Well, you certainly hear it. The good thing is that this whole process is seamless. Actually, it's brilliant. What about some punch? 150 horsepower. Does this machine have any punch? Well, for Dan, it's okay. Safe to say we're not flying, but acceleration is certainly salubrious. What about being a passenger in the new Golf? Well, we've got exactly the same amount of space back here as in Golf Mark 7. I've adjusted both seats for my height, which is 1.7 meters, 5.6, and I've got pretty good leg room, very good headroom, some pockets in here, lovely. What about the third person? Well, you've got this big hump here on the floor, so it's so sorry. But overall, there's plenty of space and I like it. Right, let's check this vehicle's turning circle. So one full turn gets you a U-turn. Not bad at all. That's because we've got progressive steering. The steering's got some wiggle room. It is relatively light, but it's got a natural feel, actually pretty good. We've got a 7-speed automatic transmission, DSG. It is generally smooth and effortless, a little bit less so when you start to maneuver because there are some hiccups here and there, but overall it's pretty good. Now the fuel economy, I do have a reasonably heavy right foot, but all I'm using a combination of a very congested city, B roads and motorway, 6.3 liters. That's it. I'm wondering, will I actually ever go to a petrol station? I've got 700 plus kilometers of range, very convenient as a daily driver. Well done, Volkswagen, well done. That electric motor you fitted into the engine, yeah, well, it's certainly doing its job.
I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall.
Let's check the boot space. Nothing more, nothing less than Golf Mark 7, a solid 370 liters. easy access in and out, and that's enough about the boot. This is actually a pretty good long distance cruiser, easy, comfy, relaxing. The ride is quiet, the ride is reasonably smooth. The car manages to absorb most of the bumps and imperfections on the road. You do feel some big ones, of course. The car sits lower, this is not an SUV. The visibility is very good, you see everything there is to see. Big rear window, and there you go, a very practical German machine.
You know that something ain't right. Blaming me for causing your insanity. I'm pretty sure you.
As you hop inside the new Golf, it's hard to believe this was once a very conservative, traditional German car, because it's all very sleek and smart in here. I like it. We even have gesture control. These clearly are not gracious enough for the gesture control to work. Moving on, we have voice control. Hello, Volkswagen.
How can I help?
I'm lost. Please take me home. Let's see if it understands my bushy accent. It could struggle. It's happening. Something is happening. It's thinking. Be patient. Give it time.
Please wait. Okay.
Well, it's just popped on my screen. Take Me Home by Phil Collins. By all means. Take Me Home by Phil Collins. Lovely. You see, it's all a little bit gimmicky, a bit sluggish, and it's just not Volkswagen. It's all car manufacturers, including Mercedes and the MBUX. Yeah, it's not there yet, let me put it this way. And sometimes it's just that much easier to press a button to get exactly what you want. Well, what if you don't have buttons to press? Oh dear. Well, you just swipe left or right. Double press for heated seats, double press to turn it down, double press to turn it down, and double press to turn it down. It does take a while to get used to it. It's a little bit touch sensitive, but I promise you, with a bit of time, love, and patience, it will love you back. Anyway, moving on. So I've got this petite gear lever. I like it. Saves lots of space in here because you are given an additional shelf in here. And I keep my nail pin to moisturize my cuticles on the go. I also keep my lipstick in here. Actually, for women, this is super handy. I like this. We've got wireless mobile charging. It's under the angle, so it doesn't fly when you decide to go in a more aggressive manner. I like it. You also have this shelf here that fits a large iPhone. So when you decide to use navigation via your phone, not your screen here, it all just stays there. It's solid. I like this. But of course, you can connect it to Apple CarPlay. You don't even need a cable for your iPhone. You poor buggers with Android, well, you don't need a cable. Tough luck. Now, speaking of space in here, there's plenty. I like the fact that Golf is keeping its core values. Plenty of space, plenty of practicality. You can fit in a large bottle in here. You can lock it. Oh, well, or maybe not. You can also put your cup of coffee in here. The quality of the materials, the finishing is pretty good. You know, some plastic here and there, but for £26,000, it's not bad at all. I like these seats. You've got the Alcantara in here, very comfy, actually quite pretty. The interior is pretty in here. I like it. So we get two large screens in here, digital display. You've got the lots of lots of buttons. Well, Apple does not fall far from the tree. In Porsche, we also have that much of buttons. You can flick through different menus. You can select different layouts. Again, it takes a while to get your head around it, but once you just set up what you like, just keep it like that and no big deal at all. So we've got this big screen in here as well. Crisp, crystal clear, very good graphics actually. Well done, Volkswagen. The system itself is easy, straightforward, just to flick through different options, different things that Volkswagen wants to give it to you. I like it. So that's that. Different ways of viewing this, different layouts. Overall, well done, Volkswagen, well done. So I have 4 different modes: eco, comfort, sport and individual. In the individual mode you can mix and match your settings to suit your needs and whatever your heart desires. But for the moment, let's pop you into sport mode. Foot down, let's see what you've got. So the throttle response is definitely quicker. You've got more weight added to the steering. The car actually grips really well. The gearbox is quicker, but perhaps not quick enough for my liking. I certainly can't quite keep up with my heavy right foot, but you've got the paddle shifters that do come to the rescue, which is brilliant. Now, is it safe to say that this car is fun to drive? It's very difficult to build a car that's front-wheel drive, that's not exactly light, that's got only 150 horsepower, and make it fun. Very few manufacturers have actually achieved it. You know, this is a great all-rounder. Now, how much does this pleasure going to cost you? Well, in the UK, it's just over £26,000. This particular model automatic gearbox with the electric motor attached to the engine. It's actually reasonably well priced. I like it, but I just wish it had a little bit more flair. Is it unfair to expect a practical, solid German car to have a little bit more flair and flamboyancy? Probably. Oh well, it's just me whinging. Maybe all I need is just a little bit more horsepower. The more the merrier, I always say. That's enough for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!